Hello everybody, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Chauvet Hurricane 1302 fog machine. This is a very high output fog machine that we have here. I just got this the other day, so apologies for not knowing the exact specs, but obviously you could find that in the manual. This is more of showing the product off. If you guys wanted to see the back panel, it says not for household use. They say on everything so they don't get bit, but this isn't on, by the way. It just looks like it is because there's LEDs on the board. And also I'm using code 6 in here. It says use Chauvet fog juice only. It does not matter. It would matter if it was this fog machine, the Hurricane 700, because the tube is way too small for the thicker fog fluids. They would say use the HDF, high density, but it's the exact same thing. This is probably better though. On the back here, we have our power switch. We have our low fluid indicator light right here. Serial number, fog button, manual fog. Our input, it's not an IEC cable like you would expect on most things, because of course this draws a lot of power and they don't want somebody using a puny IEC cable that they found because they lost the original or whatever. It comes with the FCT remote, I believe that's what it's called. Fog timer has the interval, which goes down to 30 seconds and goes up to 60 minutes, which I'm not sure why you would want it that much, but and also goes from 1 to 15 second duration. There's also variable output, so if you put it down here, all it's going to do is pulse the pump, which is kind of silly. I thought it would be more, smooth, but I guess because of the way the pump works, I'm pretty sure it's one of those pumps where it has the 3 bearings that push the tube to move the fluid. But there is a big tank in here, like I said, code 6. Oh, you can't see it, but it is illuminated with a blue LED, which you could kind of see the reflection down there. You could kind of see the blue bleeding into the red. But since it didn't really go through the red color, you can't see it. I'm going to get the clear code 6, or I might just get the Chauvet one. It doesn't matter to me. It has this nice bracket, 3 mounting holes. We also have this handle here, which is filled with fog juice, so it's pretty heavy for one hand. There's also a safety eye bolt. Have your 2 knobs to adjust the bracket. Obviously on the front you have your output, which has like a little thing around it. One, so you don't touch it because it's over 400 degrees. I tested it with a thermocouple. And also I guess it's kind of nice you could put a pipe on here. I wouldn't really recommend it because it would not be too great for the fog effect, because it needs to touch the air rather than go into a tube. So make sure you put like a spacing between here, drill holes in the thing. And this thing really does blast on the high setting. But starting at the low output, that's literally what it does. You're hearing it. It just goes boom, 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 boom. But as you can see, it's filling up this room already. But if I press the high output, it's like a geyser. And it just like, if you have it next to a wall, or if you put this up against a wall, like maybe right here, which makes sure that it's far enough away that it wouldn't cause a wet spot, but it would just fly right up the wall from all angles, and it would look beautiful if you had it for like some sort of effect. I don't know what you would be using it for. But like I said, the room is going to be fogged out now, but you could see it's going up the wall here. Whole room is fogged up at this point. Timer, of course, like this. And you also have the continuous button, push that phase down. Don't want to leave that on for too long. And you also do have a manual fog button back here, along with your fuse in case you need to replace that, which is kind of hot actually. But yeah, that is the Hurricane 1302 fog machine. So one other thing that I would like to say is that this fog machine is always ready, meaning if I press this button, it will be ready at that moment. It doesn't need to warm up for 5 minutes and then go off on. like a regular fog machine like the Hurricane 700. Even if you don't use it, it still has to warm up. It just keeps turning on and off. This actually has logic inside of it. It has a circuit board. It's not like the Hurricane up there, which is all just a thermocouple, and the pump turns on through going through the switch, so it's all 120 and stuff like that. It's literally no brains whatsoever connected to it. This one has the circuit board right there. So as long as you didn't use it for like however long it goes for constantly, like 5 minutes, if you held that or pressed the continuous and it went for 5 minutes, it might need some time to warm up, just because this would cool it down to the point where it wouldn't be able to make fog anymore. But if you didn't use it and you just needed it at that moment and you didn't let it run for an extended period of time where it would need to cool down or warm up, then it would be ready to go. So that's a nice feature about this. It's always ready for the most part. One thing I don't like though is that the fog tank is not removable. I know this because when I opened it up, it actually had like a little stub inside the plastic. It's not like you could grind it off because they actually like have it in the mold and it's like inside, like, you know, a milk jug has the handle and the milk is in the handle type thing, because it's part of the liquid portion. I've had some trouble in the past with these things, with the gland nut. Water can get inside of here, fog juice and stuff like that, especially if you're filling this up as well. Fog juice will get inside of here and I want to clean it out. So this is a problem. So I have to take it apart to open it and get it cleaned out, which is unfortunate. But that's going to conclude my review of the Chauvet Hurricane 1302, which that kind of rhymed. But thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.